Morning, fellas. Away up you. They were here, weren't they, at 4:30 this morning? It was impressive, the fans.
4:30?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then I signed a few autographs and they went away. All right, enough of the joke. Listen, can you do me a favour? In about the last 15 minutes, literally, here's another batch, signing for autographs. Millions of letters. Huge thing. How many of these do you get a day, do you know? Any ideas?
Probably a few thousand.
A few thousand a day?
Yeah.
That's worse than homework.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't write a few thousand a day. I don't know where they come from, but they come. It's crazy.
But it's wonderful, lovely and caring.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's great. I don't know why people take so much time to write and send us so much stuff.
I was told not to call you New Kids on the Block, is that right? Do we no longer call you New Kids on the Block now?
Who told you that?
I thought there'd be a change in image.
Who told you that?
It doesn't matter who told me. That's my secret. Journalists like to retain the sources.
No.
No? You're not NKOTB anymore?
That's an abbreviated version. But no, we're the New Kids still.
What was the one?
Oh, man.
Oh, right, okay. So, what are you up to? You're on a tour of Britain.
Yeah.
And somewhere I read you don't say this to every country you go to, do you? That you say Britain, when you're here, they're the best audiences you've got. Now, I'm being cynical.
They're pretty good, though.
Yeah. Are they? What marks out a British audience?
Well, they don't just... They're loud and crazy and all that, but they tough. They don't just go for everything. You know, like a lot of places we can just go on stage and just stand there for an hour and the crowd will scream. But London, you know, they kind of sit back, you know, and the first few songs is when they're the toughest. And then if the show's real good, they get more into it towards the middle of the show.
Does that actually change your performance? Because you know that with some audiences you've got to do the business.
Yeah,
you won't get the applause. Is that right?
Yeah, it's good. You know, it brings out a better performance, I think. You know.
Which are the most ecstatic, can't hear the music, don't mind if I don't hear the music kind of fans? Where would be the most incredible thing?
That's pretty much all over Europe. It's wild all over Europe.
They always quote Japan, don't they?
Japan is okay. They're not as wild as most places. Some places, you know, we'll go to some countries that speak totally no English and sing like every single word to the songs, and they're all in English. So.
When you read in Forbes magazine that you were the highest paid entertainers, did Bill Cosby phone you up? Mad with anger and jealousy? He was the second highest.
No, we phoned up Forbes though
and said what?
Who does their research? Because I don't know. I think they're inaccurate with everyone on their list.
Really? Well, they're about 60 million out with them.
It's all estimated. You know what I mean? And it's all estimated gross. It's not when your taxes are taken out and when you pay your manager, your agent, your lawyer, and all that stuff. So. I'm glad to be on it, though. Oh, yeah. I was glad to be number one.
But I was just thinking, when I looked at those lists, I thought there's a lot of people going to be phoning a lot of agents saying, is this true?
That's good, though. It was good. Because, you know, it was cool. A little, you know, probably exaggerated, but it was, I guess it means something, you know.
It would be worse, couldn't it? Because you're the world's greatest entertainers. So I was going to use it and chat to you a little bit later in the program.
You're going to cook again, right?
You're going to cook as well later.
All right.
With Miss Rusty Lee.
Yeah.
In the I know that's what you're here for, isn't it?
Oh, we can do it. Yeah, come on, man. You're the Mac.
By the way, we'll be hearing their new single.
Who's this lady right here?
Well, this lady...
All will be explained. All will be explained.
Yeah.
That's Dr. Caroline Dickinson. She's here for our doc spot now. And we're going... They want a checkup. They want a free checkup. Now, as you know, at the end of the week, we always do a roundup of the week's medical stories.
We're joined once again by two of the biggest names in the pop world, Donnie and Danny.
No, that's not the biggest. Donnie and Danny. Not the pop world.
Would you wish to extemporize on that remark?
Well, New Kids on the Block is.
Yeah. NKOTB.
Yeah, we're just your average mole.
What was the joke?
No.
Need Sherlock Holmes to find it. Now, you hailed from Boston, yeah? And you now live in
Boston.
So life has changed dramatically for you, yeah?
Not really. Yeah, well, yeah, but no.
Actually, quite seriously, I mean, we were talking earlier, weren't we, about the figures that you said to have earned. But obviously, you're not hard up. That's quite clear to everybody. How has that changed you, if at all? Has it just made the house bigger and the wall bigger, or?
Yeah, it just made life a little more comfortable, you know, and it made us able to take care of our families, you know, and to be able to do that at a young age it feels great, you know, to be able to, you know, send my brother to college, which I'm going to do, or, you know, buy my mother a house, you know, after she took care of me for all my life, you know, that it feels great to be able to do that.
If life's more comfortable, is it more complicated? Is it happy?
Well,
what do you think?
You know, people say money can't buy happiness. It's definitely true, you know, but, you know, I don't think it's made my life any worse. I don't think it's made it better in the ways that I just said, but, you know, it doesn't just make you instantly happy, you know.
If you achieve a lot at a certain age, sometimes, with some people, I don't know about you fellas, but sometimes the motivation problem starts up, doesn't it? Okay, so what do I do now? Have you come up with an answer to that one?
Well, I think, you know, there's so much that we've yet to do. You know, basically we've only done about, you know, 4 or 5 albums within a 3-year period and toured, and, you know, there's still so much to do, you know, as far as writing songs, producing songs, you know, doing different projects. There's still so much that we haven't even tried doing yet that there's still plenty of time to do. So I think there's plenty of time for motivation, you know, and finding other things that we like to do besides just the same thing every day. For
a lot of groups experience peaks and troughs, and they watch those waves pretty nervously. Where do you think you are at the moment?
I don't know. It's hard to say. You know, a lot of people said we were dead. You know, the United States, everyone's running around saying New Kids on the Block are dead, and 2 weeks later we were #1 on the Forbes list, and we come to Europe and, you know, sold out a whole European tour. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's a valley or a peak. I don't think we worry about that, you know. I think we're just trying to have a good time and make good records and just, you know.
There's a little song called If You Go Away that may put you on top of the wave again, eh?
Yeah.
Who's written that?
Walter.
Who?
Yeah. I can't say his last name.
Because his name's Afanafanas.
Something like that. He's written a lot of hit songs and stuff, and they sent the song to us and liked it, so we did.
You liked it? Okay, and a medley of pictures go along with If You Go Away.